Hello, Mother.
May I come in?
Sure.
That was quite a wedding.
Yeah, more ways than one.
It was very upsetting that the little boys got into a fight on the beach.
A couple of bloody noses, that was bad enough. But it didn't end there, did it? You had to go and make matters worse.
That wasn't my intention.
Oh, you thought you were making things better by reaming Brooke out in front of the whole family and making it seem like the fight was her fault?
Whose fault was it?
Well, for starters, how about mine?
Yours?
Eric Jr. is upset at me, not Brooke, not even Dad for that matter. I'm the villain, Mother, nobody else.
Well, I think it's Brooke's fault.
I definitely don't agree with that.
I'm sure you don't. You have a blind spot where she's concerned. Both you and your father are far too forgiving. Look, Brooke has got to accept the responsibility for her actions. And until she does, this family, but especially that little boy, are going to be in one hell of a mess.
I must say, I've never been to a wedding quite like that one before.
Well, it was unique, all right.
Maybe they should have opted for a church wedding instead.
Why do you say that?
Well, you know, that way we'd have been spared all the fireworks.
Oh, yeah, the big fight.
Thank you. Well, at least they waited until after the ceremony.
Well, from the looks of the two of them, it must have been terrible.
Now, it wasn't as bad as it appeared.
Well, maybe not physically, but emotionally, Eric Jr. is in need of some serious help. You know, I think this goes way beyond the pre-adolescent rebellion thing.
Well, he's confused. He's confused about his family and his place in that family.
Confused and resentful.
So where do you think all of this is heading?
I'm not sure. All I know is until this evening, I never realized just how angry and disturbed Eric Jr. really is. He's in trouble, James. He's in deep trouble. And I'm really worried about him.
Can you get the doors, please? Come on, somebody. Come on. The doors, please. Doris, where would you like? Doc, can you give us a hand here, please? Sure. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
All right, what do we have?
Young female passed out, unresponsive.
Yeah, what are the vitals?
Breathing's rapid and weak. The pressure's low and dropping. Her pulse is thready and weak.
Where is she? Where's Jessica?
Right.
Let me through, please.
No. I'm sorry. Please, you'll have to stand right over here.
Are you the mother?
Yes, what happened to her?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. Is there anything you can tell me?
All that happened is we were dancing and then she passed out.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to wait outside. Get me an RT nurse in here, stat,
Yes, Doctor.
all right? Type and cross 6 units. I want an endotracheal tube, blood gases and chemistry, and a urine analysis, stat.
Please let her be okay. Please take care of my baby.
May, she's gonna be all right, okay? She has to be.
Mrs. Forrester?
Yes. How's my daughter?
Well, the doctor's in with her now. He just wanted me to ask you about your family's medical history.
Okay, I'll tell you whatever I can.
Does Jessica suffer from any chronic ailments or conditions?
No, she's hardly been sick a day in her life.
Is there any history of heart disease in your family?
Did she have a heart attack?
We just need to know if she might be at any risk.
No history of that.
Has Jessica been taking any prescription medications?
Not that I know of.
Okay. What about alcohol?
No, I was with her all day. She wasn't drinking, not even champagne.
Look, can I go in there, please? Has she woken up? I would really like to be with my daughter.
I understand, but you'll have to wait for the doctor. Oh, here he comes.
Mrs. Forrester, I'm Dr. Benson.
Yes, how's my daughter?
Could we step over here for a few minutes?
Did you see how hostile Eric Jr. was towards Ridge?
Yes, I noticed that. Well, he's lashing out. Ridge is his enemy. He separated his mother and his father. It's a classic symptom.
Well, do you really think it's classic? I mean, this boy has endured 2 major traumatic changes in his family. That's really not classic.
True, but I think a third major change would devastate him.
What do you mean by a third?
Well, for example, if you were to become involved with Ridge.
Well, actually, I think that would be the best thing in the world for Eric Jr.
Please explain that.
When Ridge and I were together, that child at least had a sense of normalcy, of stability in his life. Eric was his father, Ridge was his brother. I mean, it was very simple. It was very straightforward. There was no confusion. There was no anxiety about it.
And what about Bridget?
Well, even she did just fine. The situation destabilized only after Brooke married Ridge, and he moved in with them.
And I'm sure you get a very good argument out of Brooke about that.
Oh, well, Brooke has always used those children as leverage over Ridge. For the sake of the children, she's chanted that like it's some kind of mantra. The thing is, it actually worked. Well, I'll bet those words are ringing pretty hollow right now.
It sounds to me like you're trying to rationalize making a move on Ridge.
I'm not making a move on anybody.
Then what are you going to do?
I'm trying to help.
As a psychiatrist?
Yeah.
In that case, professional ethics will demand that you distance yourself from Ridge.
How can I distance myself from my family?
Do you ever look at your life and wish that you could simplify it?
Of course I do. I'm wishing that right now.
I mean, don't you ever wish you could find a man and have a relationship without excess baggage, without complication?
Oh, I doubt that's possible in this world anymore.
It is possible, Taylor. You can have that.
It's getting kind of late. I have a very early appointment in the morning.
Think about what I said, will you? Good night.
Good night.
Mother Brooke is a wonderful parent. She's completely devoted to those two children. How can you deny that?
Well, it takes more than devotion to be a good parent.
Oh, come on.
No. Brooke is a wonderful mother in many respects. But children learn from emulating us, from our example. And what has this boy seen? The only example he's seen is that his mother can manipulate people, can manipulate men. Is that the kind of role model that you want for him? Is it?
Look, the bottom line is Brooke and I are engaged. Now, I don't see her the way you do. I think she's a fine role model for those kids.
Do you believe this little boy is going to accept your relationship with his mother?
Yes, I think in time he will.
I don't.
He may not trust me right now, but at least he still trusts Brooke.
Then why is he begging to go and live with his father?
Because he's rejecting me, not Brooke.
He's angry with his mother. And you're ending up the scapegoat in this situation. Can't you see that?
Why am I the scapegoat?
Because it's too difficult for him to admit that he's angry and that he doesn't trust her emotionally anymore.
Oh, Mother, that's ridiculous.
No, it isn't ridiculous. You know, sometimes there are certain things in life you just don't do. And one of them is you don't divorce the father and marry the son. This little child is old enough now to understand the ramifications of this relationship.
Mother, Brooke and I fell in love. How could that love be wrong?
Love isn't wrong, but it's not just the two of you alone anymore. The children are involved. The marriage was a time bomb, honey, waiting to go off, and now it's all come to a head.
You think my relationship with Brooke is something indecent or immoral? I don't.
I don't know whether you don't want to see the point or not, but you've got to understand that you and your father are adults. You can come to terms with this. You can understand and accept your relationship. But this is a little child we're talking about. He can't comprehend this, and he's hurting now. He could continue to hurt for the rest of his life because of a decision, a selfish decision that his mother made without any consideration for his emotional well-being.
Well, if Brooke is to blame, so am I. Because I pursued her, not the other way around.
Well, that's certainly open to debate, isn't it? We're just going in circles here. Will you at least think through what I have asked and talked to you about?
Of course I'm going to think about it.
And will you let that little boy go to therapy?
Mother, that little boy is closed up as tight as a drum. There's no way he'll open up to a stranger.
Well, you know we do have a psychiatrist in the family.
Oh, don't even think about that one.
Why not? He absolutely adores Taylor, and what's more important, he trusts her.
Brooke is never gonna go for that. You know that.
Because she's threatened by Taylor? Look, if she really loves that child and she can be a good mother, she'll set aside her jealousies and she will do what is right for her son.
We don't even know if Taylor's open to this idea.
Well, talk to her. Go and see her. Ask her professional opinion. I mean, what have you got to lose in doing that?
The world? I could have sworn I locked that thing. Oh, must have forgotten. Must be getting old. Get your act together, Taylor.
Doctor, what's going on? What happened to my daughter?
We've got her stabilized, at least for the moment.
Thank God.
I just gotta warn you, we're not out of the woods yet.
Doctor, what's the matter with her?
Are you a relative?
This is a friend of the family. I'd like him to be here.
Well, we're doing a battery of tests. We've drawn some blood. We're monitoring her heart and her respiration. She's on oxygen right now. But we're still pretty much in the dark, so I'm gonna have to ask a few more questions.
Well, I think we told the nurse everything we know.
Has Jessica complained about being tired lately?
Yes, actually she has. She's been working around the clock on a wedding.
Has she eaten today?
Yeah, she did. She, had a lot of wedding cake, and, she was drinking a lot, too.
Alcohol?
No, water and juice. She seemed to be, pretty thirsty all day.
Doctor, please, can I go in and be with her? I'd really like her to see me when she wakes up.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Mrs. Forrester.
Why not? I'm her mother. She's gonna need me.
Yeah, well, there's no way we can predict exactly when she's gonna regain consciousness.
What?
I'm afraid your daughter didn't just faint, Mrs. Forrester. She's in a coma.
Oh, no.
I'm back! Escape me, Taylor.
Please don't hurt me. Please.
No beautiful woman like you, no, why would I want to do anything like that?
What do you want from me?
I want you to be calm. Don't scream here. Promise me you won't scream. Please scream. Please scream. Ugly.
I'm not screaming. I'm not screaming.
Now, if you cooperate, there's nothing to worry about. I don't have a gun, and I don't have a knife.
Why are you doing this then?
Why do you think?
If you try to rape me, I swear to God I'll fight you. I swear to God I will.
Do I look like that kind of man?
I don't know. I don't know what you look like.
So, how was the big wedding?
How do you know about that?
It was in the paper, society page. After all, you are still a Forrester.
Yes, what do you want? What are you doing? What?
Beautiful place. Out here on the beach. Bet it can get pretty lonely. Bet you'd like to have a man around. A man like me. Tall. Strong. Handsome. Yeah. Maybe I'm just what you need.
In a coma? A coma? How could that be?
I don't know, Maggie.
She's just a young girl. She's in perfect health.
We just have to pray that she comes out of this.
Dylan, do you know what it means to be in a coma? She might never wake up again. People don't die, but they don't live either.
Maggie, she is going to come out of this.
You don't know that, Dylan.
No, I don't, but I have to keep the faith, and so do you.
The doctors don't know that either. They don't even know why this thing happened to her.
They are going to find out, and when they do, they're going to bring her out of this.
Oh, why, Jessica? Why of all people? She's the sweetest thing in the world. She's good, and she's kind, and she's decent. She never did anything to hurt anybody her whole life. Oh, God, please. Please don't take my baby from me, please, Lord. Please, I beg you, don't. She has her own life. Please spare her, please, God. No. No, God.
Taylor. Doc, you all right?
Oh, God, I think so.
You got away. You ran off down the beach.
Oh, thank God you came when you did. If you hadn't, Rich.
Listen, we gotta call the police. Now.
Oh, no, just hold me for a minute, please. Just hold me, please, Rich.
All right, okay. I'm here. It's all right.